What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep?
These are the brand new iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max colors, and look, we do this video every single year. I knew I had to come back again this year, but this year we're gonna take it to another level. Because look, Apple just pulled the most controversial move in iPhone history. They killed the black, like completely murdered it. No space gray, no graphite, no midnight blue, just gone, and replaced it with orange. But look, after actually experiencing all three of these phones now, taking way too many comparison shots, and yes, losing sleep over which one I'm keeping. And I know you guys are probably going through the same thing because you're watching this video. Now, this is the most comprehensive color video you're gonna see on the internet. And make sure you guys stick around till the very end because I will tell you guys which one I'm actually keeping. I was surprised myself. Oh, by the way, we're also gonna rank them. So let's get into it. Okay, so what's different this year? Here's some context that we need to keep in mind. So this year, Apple actually switched back from titanium to aluminum, not for cost savings, but because it lets them do things like this. The anodization process on aluminum allows for way more vibrant, saturated colors that titanium could never do. Plus, you get 20 times better heat dissipation, which matters when you're shooting ProRes video or gaming on these phones. The downside here is that aluminum actually shows scratches a little bit differently. When colored aluminum scratches, every scratch shows as a bright silver mark underneath. Now, it's like your phone is keeping score of every single mistake you're making during ownership.
Oh, it's not even been 24 hours. And look, already scratched.
So that being said, now let's actually get into the colors. Let's first start with the deep blue, and that's because, I mean, according to polls online, like 55% of you guys apparently said that you wanted to get the deep blue, and I get it. Like, that's basically Apple's answer to everyone screaming, where's the black? Where's the black? Like, it's like, here, we can't give you black, but this is the darkest phone that you're gonna be able to get this year. Now, here's the thing about deep blue, okay? It's not really blue. I mean, it is, but it's like a chameleon that changes personality based on where you are. In your office, under those harsh fluorescents, I mean, this thing might even look black. You won't be able to tell. Then you step outside into natural light and this thing, boom, looks rich, inky blue. That's honestly just gorgeous. If I was to describe what this phone looks like, it's basically like looking into the deep ocean at night. Okay, so who should actually get the deep blue? Now, this is for the professionals who still want a little bit of personality. You're the kind of person who wears a navy suit instead of a black suit because it's technically more interesting but still boardroom appropriate. You're either driving a German car or you want to get a German car that's in blue, and you want color but subtle color. If you're someone who likes to blend in but stand out when examined closely, then this is the move. You're sophisticated without trying too hard. Now, character match. This is absolutely, if I was to give it a person, Bruce Wayne. Batman, but Bruce Wayne. It looks professional during Wayne Enterprises board meetings, but has that dark edge for when things get serious. Plus, it's the closest thing to black without being black. Perfect for someone living a double life. Now let's talk about the actual pros and cons of this phone. Pros, this thing is the most versatile color. It literally works in any setting, right? Whether you're in professional, whether you're in casual, whatever it is, you want to throw a case on, if you don't, it works. It also fills the void that black left us with. It actually also looks premium and expensive when you look at it. But now let's talk about the cons. Number one, it shows fingerprints the most out of all the three colors here because it's basically like a fingerprint magnet. And that's the issue. Anytime you have like a darker color, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but yeah, there's like a few fingerprints here and there that you can tell. Another con is scratches on this are going to be much more visible than any of the other colors here because it's a darker surface. Now, another thing I will say though is it feels like a cop-out kind of because it's like the safe choice when Apple clearly wants you to like go with something bold this year. So it's a little bit of a cop-out. And last but not least, I will say it's not gonna give you that new iPhone look as much, because in certain lighting conditions, it looks pretty much similar or identical to the previous year iPhones. You can't even tell the camera plateau that's around the top here, right? Like if I was to just hide it, it just looks like a regular iPhone, like from this angle or this lighting, like you can't tell. Guys, I have a confession to make. I decided to go caseless last year, and I severely regretted my decision midway through the year, because take a look at this, okay? Look at the amount of scratches I have on my screen. So this year I decided to partner up with Casetify to tell you guys about the Casetify standard. And I'm gonna mention 3 different categories here because they have something for pretty much everybody. Firstly, we have the clear case, and this might be my favorite this year. Vibrant colors like orange. I thought it'd be nice to show the actual back of the phone. But imagine getting a clear case and that thing yellowing out in a week. 4 hours ago, I threw their case into a cup of coffee because I just wanted to test this out. And now I'm gonna pull it out to see if it has gone yellow. And surprisingly, looks like we're good. This is thanks to their UV Defender technology that's built in, which will help stop the yellowing. The next option is this bounce case, and this is perfect because if you don't want to risk damaging your thousands of dollars worth of investment, then this is perfect. Here's a quick drop test to show you how this works. Go put your phone in your pocket and you're like, what, that was not extreme enough for you guys? Well, hold on. Okay, this is perfect use case of dual capture on the iPhone, and it's a pretty big drop. Now, bismillah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God. Yeah, the screen protector took a beating. This one went flat down. Oh no. Okay, phone looks perfectly fine. No marks, scuffs, issues anywhere. Ooh. Screen is pristine. Everything works perfectly fine. This case has 7x military grade standard 21.3 feet drop protection, all thanks to this unibody style construction where the edges aren't detached. These are also multifunctional, as you can clip a strap to the corners. And lastly, for those who like to get artistic, we have these like print cases here, which are really nice because you can actually select what background color you want as well as what print you want. And even though on the outside it's pretty much glossy, it doesn't actually scratch. These are excellent options. You can use the link in the description down below in order to get a discount. Okay, now back to the colors. Let's talk about the cosmic orange, or I call the troublemaker of the year. Now, take a deep breath, okay? Because this is it. The color that's breaking the internet, all right? Everybody has an opinion about this. It's either you hate it or you love it. Apple's marketing VP literally said they made this because pro users were jealous of all the fun colors the non-pro users were getting. His exact words were,
and it's like, okay, you want a fun color? How about cosmic orange, baby?
Here's the wild thing, okay? This color is impossible to photograph accurately. Even in this video that you're watching right now, in some lights it looks like a traffic cone, and in other lights it looks almost like the sophisticated burnt orange copper-like color. If you've seen the Apple Watch Ultra's action button, it's kind of like that, but even more metallic and burnished. It's not bright orange, it's something altogether different. That's the thing that caught me off guard initially. When I first unboxed it, I'll be honest, it took me a little while to grow on this color because initially I didn't expect it to be like a highlighter orange. Like this thing is literally highlighter orange or neon orange. It's in your face. This is a little more like pastel-y orange versus this is like highlight. Like it's metallic, so it's like really shiny, and it's a very much of a copper colored look. It's out there, I will say that. Okay, but who should get the cosmic orange? Okay, firstly, if you are a disruptor, the person who shows up to the corporate meeting in designer sneakers, you probably have strong opinions about coffee brewing methods, and you definitely have a mechanical keyboard on your desk. You're confident enough not to care what people think about you, or maybe you actively actually enjoy the attention. This phone is for the creators out there, the entrepreneurs, and anyone who sees their phone as an extension of their personality. You don't follow the trends, you set them. You're the friend who always finds the cool restaurant before it gets popular, or the friend who sends the song before everybody else because you discovered it and nobody pays attention, but then weeks later somebody else, probably with like a blue iPhone color, messages the same song. They're like, yo, did you check out this song? It's really cool. And then you're like, no, I sent that to you like weeks ago. And they're like, no, you didn't. And they try to take that credit away from you. Don't let them do it. Don't, like, stand up. It's getting a little personal. Okay, let's get back on topic. Character match for this phone. This is Tony Stark's iPhone, no question. It's bold, it's controversial, it gets attention, and you either love it or you hate it. There's no middle ground. It's genius level confidence in color form. Plus, it literally looks like it could be part of the Iron Man suit in some way, shape, or form. Let's talk about the pros. You'll never lose the phone. It's actually impossible to miss this. It's always in the peripheral of my eyesight. Which also means that if you use your phone too much in your relationship and your partner is like always on your case, like, yo, put that phone down, this is probably not the good phone for you, because everyone's gonna know that you're using the phone. That might be a con, but another pro is instant conversation starter. Like, anybody who sees this will be like, yo, that's a dope color, or yo, dude, what's up with that color? This phone also shows that you're confident and decisive. It photographs beautifully for content creation. Like, thumbnail game on this phone goes hard. And look, at the end of the day, most importantly, this is the special edition color of this generation. We don't know if it's ever going to come back. At least now you can tell your kids about the time. You can look back with your friends and be like, hey, remember that time we got that like obnoxious orange iPhone and we used it for like an entire year or two? Also, fun fact, this phone currently, if you go to buy it right now, has the longest wait times out of all the colors. It's pretty exclusive. But now let's talk about the actual cons. Number one, it's polarizing. Some people genuinely hate this phone. They don't like the color at all. It actually might not age well. It could feel dated in like a year or two. If you're somebody who holds on to your phone for a longer period of time, you might get tired of looking at it. Number three, it is super difficult to match accessories to this. Like any case I throw on here, I'm like double thinking, like, does this work? Number four, it's also kind of not ideal for professional settings. It really depends on the field that you're in. But if you're like, you know, really in dressy environments and stuff like that, maybe don't go with this. Another thing is the color varies dramatically in different lighting. So you're never gonna have the exact same color in any two places. That is orange in a nutshell for you guys. I hope that helped. Now let's move on to the silver. A lot of people are touting this as one of their favorite colors this year because they don't really have too many other options. So let's talk about this. Now I'm gonna call this phone the underdog, okay? Poor silver, getting absolutely destroyed in the polls apparently, because 12% of you in the polling have said you're interested in getting the silver. Here's the thing. Silver might actually be the smartest choice this year, and I'll tell you why. First off, this isn't the silver you're thinking of, right? It's got this subtle warmth to it. It's almost like a pearl-like finish. I think because of the different materials where you have the shiny aluminum here and the glass back here, it does make it a little more interesting than just like a blatant silver phone. Also, it's the aluminum in its most natural state, which means it's showing you the actual material Apple's using for their phone. So there's something a little bit honest about that. Now, who should get the silver? Okay, number one, if you guys are minimalists who actually understand minimalism, okay? Not that like trendy kind, the real kind of minimalism. You probably have a perfectly organized desk with maybe one plant on it. Your wardrobe is 90% neutral colors, but everything fits perfectly. You don't have anything extra in there. You appreciate quality over flash. This is for the person who keeps their phone for 3 to 4 years and wants something that's timeless. You're practical, but not really boring, or try not to be at least. You understand that sometimes the best choice isn't the loudest choice of the bunch, and you probably really appreciate Johnny Ive's design philosophy. Character match, this is Steve Rogers' iPhone. Okay, it's Captain America himself, classic, reliable, honest, and gets a job done without needing to show off. It's quintessentially good without trying to be edgy. It also represents the best of what Apple traditionally stood for. Like, Apple loves the white, clean colorways. Let's talk about the pros and cons. First pro is this thing is gonna hide scratches better than pretty much any other color that they have on the Pro model this year. Because it's the actual natural aluminum color, then you're not really gonna see the scratches once you get it on here. So if you are adamant on going caseless, this is the phone you should probably move towards. It's also the most fingerprint resistant because you're not gonna be able to see the fingerprints on this phone due to the white color of this. Phone is truly timeless. Like, it won't look dated after a few years. Another pro is this thing is gonna go well with everything. Another pro is it has the best resale value historically if you were to go sell it later on. And at the end of the day, like I mentioned earlier, it's a true aluminum look. Now, in terms of cons, this thing has zero personality in a world full of color. It's very basic. With these two models, like you're basically going with like a nice, colorful, like color-filled environment or whatever, but with this, you're just like, nah, I'm good. Another con, and this is what kind of gets me sometimes, is you might regret not being bolder. Next year when Apple only has black and white, for example, then you're gonna be like, I wish I kind of tried out the orange because I'm never gonna do that again in my life. White phones are like super common. Like every phone comes in white and black. You're gonna end up getting white in one of the next few years anyways, so why not enjoy a little bit of color? And it also gets lost in a sea of silver electronics. A lot of electronics are silver. I think the biggest thing is the missed opportunity to try something new or something different. You're basically choosing not to choose by going with white. And now that we've covered all three colors a little bit, I'm gonna do a quick personality test breakdown here, okay? If you immediately loved Cosmic Orange the moment you saw it, then get it. That's your instinct telling you something about who you are and that you're ready for this. If you cringed at Cosmic Orange when you saw it on the screen, but keep looking at it, then you might be more adventurous than you think. And this could maybe be your chance to take more risks. If deep blue feels right, you value a lot more balance in your life and you want to be interesting but not controversial. So maybe this is the phone for you. Now, if silver seems logical to you, then you're either incredibly confident in who you are or you're afraid of making the wrong choice. Only you will know which one of those you are. Okay, now let's get to my ranking, okay? This is how I had initially ranked the phones, okay? White in first place, blue in second place, and orange I was like, caught me off guard. I was like, yo, this is like a little bit out there. After spending like a little bit of time with these phones, I think I've changed my mind. Blue is gonna be last place, white second, and orange first place. Look, the white is great, but it just feels like you're ordering chicken tenders at a sushi restaurant, right? It's safe, it's reliable, but it's missing the point of what's possible this year. And that's why I put white in second place. Now, deep blue I put in third place. It feels like it's trying to be black without being black, and it doesn't pop to me. First place, I had to give it to the Cosmic Orange. And I can't believe I'm saying this because initially I was not that big of a fan, but in person, it grows on you. It comes alive. It changes throughout the day. It's confident without being too obnoxious, right? It represents that Apple is actually taking a risk for once in a very long time. Look, at the end of the day, I don't know if we're ever going to get this color again. Maybe never again. So I just want to make sure that I get it at least once in my lifetime, and I can say that I've done it. And I think that's justification enough to put it in first place. Now, my choice personally, the one I'm keeping white. Okay, I'm just kidding. I think I'm gonna go with the orange. Okay, I'm still a little bit on the fence. I'll be honest. I'm still a little bit on the fence between the white and orange. These two are probably the best colors out there right now. I can't decide. But having the orange kind of makes me think that every day I pick up this phone, I'm gonna kind of smile and be like, yo, that's a wild color. Versus with this, it's just gonna blend into like regular life. Plus, like every single person who's seen this phone in person has a reaction. Not always positive, but it's something. And when's the last time you had a phone, color specifically, that started a conversation? Look, at the end of the day, you can't really go wrong with any of these three colors, right? Each color has its purpose, its personality, its perfect user, in fact. And the fact that Apple actually killed black and forced us to actually make a choice this year, it's a hot take, but it's kind of actually genius. The real question isn't which color is best for you, it's which color is most you. And this year, for the first time in the Pro lineup, you actually have to answer that question for yourself. But until then, I will see you in one of these two videos. Let me know which one you're going with, and if you found this video beneficial and helpful and helped you make a decision. If you did, then please, I would really appreciate a sub, a like, whatever love you can show me. Let's do it up. I also have my wallpaper pack for sale in the description, and also the Casetify cases if you're interested, linked in the description down below. Peace.